Yes, you indeed listening to Salam Media, and this is Mid Morning Talk. And I'm now very privileged to be speaking to 10th grader who hails from Gaza, Rasha Eyad. She had put in a post under the hashtag Gaza under attack to actually give us a sense of what the youth are experiencing through the continuous bombing of the Gaza Strip. So joining me, well, she messaged my producers to say the bombing has sadly and tragically the bombing has resumed as we speaking. So we make a dua and pray for safety, and let's welcome 16-year-old Rasha Eyad to Salam Media. Assalamu alaikum, my dear sister, and welcome to Mid Morning Talk.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you.
Shukran for joining us here. So I've seen the message that you sent out under the hashtag Gaza under attack in terms of your real life lived experience, what you are currently experiencing in this latest Israeli offensive in aggression. So tell us now, it's about the 8th or 9th day of this attack. What has life been for you in Gaza, and how has it changed for you in terms of your surrounding?
Actually, there is no life here in Gaza. We have been living under siege for many years of suffering. Children like me don't get their rights like the rest of the world's children. We can't travel outside Gaza. We don't get education enough. Many children were killed by Israel. Many children lose their parents or their homes and being homeless. Children like me have been attacked while playing in the beach or in the street. We don't get our rights.
And how has been the past few days with the bombing, and that every time a bomb goes, a rocket launches? Just explain to us your feelings, your fears, your anxieties.
When I hear a pumping sound, I start shivering and getting scared. I'm not fear of losing my life. I am fearing from losing my home and being homeless and losing my family and stay alone all over my life. And I am afraid to losing my dreams. Let me ask you. Have you ever seen your sister or your brother or even your child shivering like a scared bird and you can't do anything to calm him down because you are shivering too? Social
I,
media and TV don't explain the amount of suffering we live in Gaza. Bombing sound is really indescribable.
Rasha, is it possible for you to turn your camera on? So, are you comfortable to turn your camera on?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't. No, that's absolutely fine. There, um, you know what you've said. Yes, I can't imagine it. I can't. I don't even know what words or what actions to console somebody for a situation that I as a parent, as a grandparent, have no control over. And you've been. I mean, you brought up in the situation. This has been your life for the 16 years that you've been in the Gaza Strip. That has been your life. That fear of with the next rocket missile attack, you might lose your home, or worse still, you might lose a loved one, a family member. We can't imagine, but our solidarity, our support, our du'as are with the people in of Gaza. Our financial contributions are here. Your struggle is our struggle. You are not alone in terms of the support base, the love, and the dua you receive from everybody here in South Africa, as well as globally. In terms of, are you able to study online for this past a week or not? Or in terms of schools, are they closed for now? I imagine they closed, but prior to this, were you at school?
Please, I can't hear you. Can you raise your sound?
Can you hear me now? Rasha, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
I said, tell me something in terms of schooling. You are in grade 10 currently, so schooling has stopped. I'm sure from prior to the attacks. Are you able to study online, or is everything just at a standstill?
Yes, we are studying online. because in these situations it's natural that there are no schools, because even schools could be targeted by Israel, which affected on me and all students negatively with delay in their curriculum.
Rasha, was that a missile attack that we heard in the
Yes, yes,
background?
it was a pumping sound.
And I'm sitting here and I was so afraid. So, yeah, Allah, I can't imagine what you're going through every time you hear this. What do you do? What do the younger kids do? Your younger siblings, your younger family members?
My family all gathers in one room, not to they gathers together to protect ourselves in one room, it die together or live together, and we are used to hear this pumping sound, so it's not a new thing.
Yeah, it's really affecting me as I'm processing it. It's really just affected me now to think that, you know what, this is your daily sounds you go to bed with, you perhaps wake up with, and this is what you're going. And that is why I wanted to interview you, to put a real young aspiring 16-year-old girl on the line, because what comes out on Western media, they depict rock throwing Palestinians who just throw rocks at Israelis and probably uncivilized in our culture. This is what the Israeli narrative is and want to portray. And hence, Russia, I I want you here because I want the world media and everybody to hear that what it feels like to be a female in Palestine here, a 16-year-old teenager who has dreams and aspirations, but because of the injustice, the oppression, and the hostilities meted out from the apartheid regime of Israel, this is your life for now. Rasha, can you hear us? Rasha,
I can't hear you clearly.
can you hear me clearly? So tell me, what are some of your hopes and dreams when you finish school, you graduate? What would you like to study on further?
Since I was a child, I hope to be a surgeon. I hope to be a surgeon because I want to help people here in Palestine and out of Palestine.
Mashallah, because that skill is much needed in Palestine, definitely, as well as, like you say, you're a humanitarian, you want to help everybody. What message do you have for everybody listening globally from Gaza? Rasha Eyad, please give us your message.
My message to the world.
Yes.
Okay, I demand justice for all people here, that we are not numbers, we are humans like you, and we deserve to live life without killing. We call all the human rights organizations to come to Gaza and investigate Israeli crimes, crimes against all the children here in Palestine. We demand all media outlets to come and cover the true stories from Palestinian people. Miss, what is happening here in Gaza, it's not fair. We are humans and we have the right to live peacefully in our land.
Absolutely, Rasha. You definitely have the right to be free, to enjoy the civil liberties that we South Africans have. Now, we have through many people, brave, courageous people who gave their life to fight for freedom against the apartheid state of South Africa. We now enjoy democracy with a constitution that is second to none in the world, and we make dua in that because we are not free. As our late statesman, President Nelson Mandela, said, we can never be free while Russia, you and our fellow Palestinians are not free. So our struggle continues until you are able to have freedom of movement. You love safely, you love freely, you can enjoy your dreams and aspirations, and
Yes,
your
it's our
voices are
symbol
not.
rights.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for being brave enough and joining us on air. I know it was a very difficult time for everybody in Gaza with the airstrikes continuing unabated. And thank you for sharing your vision. I know it's extremely difficult, but please know that we have not forgotten you. We stand in solidarity, in support, in duas, in financial aids. Oh, Allah, Allah protect Gaza. There was another, was that another
Yes,
attack?
yes, they have been dropping a pumping sound in my area, and also today, almost about 5:30, they have targeting my neighbor's house, and the mother was martyred, and her sons all are in hospital. They are injured.
Allah make it easy for you. I mean, I'm close to tears here for you. I literally can feel your pain. I'm trying to process what it must be like. I mean, we spoke in not even 5 minutes between interval in the conversation. You're doing this, and now you've given me the tragic, sad news of your neighbor's mom. Children who've lost their mother, whose mother has become shaheed, whose mother has been martyred. They are in hospital. Our duas are you with you, because our strongest weapon for all of us here is
Yes,
our
there
duas.
are there are more than 250 martyrs here in just in the last week of this war, and there are more than 300 injured.
Allah make it easy, and inshallah we
Inshallah.
pray for your safety, for your protection, and for freedom and victory for Palestine, for Allah, for the Almighty to remove this oppression, remove you from these oppressors and aggressors, martyring innocent men, women, and children. And in 2020, it's unthinkable that people, civilians, have to live with this, experiencing the might of such atrocities being meted upon them. And governments of the world, you remain silent. You allowing this to continue unabated. Please, for the sake of all Rasha Eyad and all the youth of Palestine, do not let them continue and go this route. You have the power in you to do something. Let's stop the Israeli aggression. Inshallah, we make dua. Palestine, you will be free. Mashura Campbell says, freedom to the Palestinians. Shukran for joining us. You are a young, brave girl, Rasha Eyad,
Thank
and
you.
our duas are with you. And may Allah keep you safe and protect you. It's been an honor and it's been a privilege to speak to you. And please know, from the people of South Africa, please send the message out there. Our duas, our support, and our financial contribution and aid is coming to Gaza. And we, from our side, will do everything we can to put pressure on all our leaders here in South Africa as well, to, to make them be the instruments of change and to stop this Israeli aggression. Assalamu alaikum. May peace and blessings be upon everybody of Palestine.
Thank you.
And that was the voice of Rasha Eyad, straight from Gaza. And as you've heard through this interview, uh, aggression missiles have been dropping in her neighborhood, in her locality. Her neighbor has been martyred. The neighbor's children have been injured. When is this going to stop? World leaders, how can you sit there in your high offices allowing this to happen? Please, let's call for a ceasefire, a stop to aggression, a freedom for Palestine, because we can only be free once Gaza is free. And yes, today was an iconic moment outside the Red Hill School. And if anybody is going to be silencing voices for standing for humanity, please, it's not going to go down well. This is not a Jewish or Muslim issue. This is a humanitarian crisis. People are dying. Doesn't matter what they believe and their faith. It matters that they being oppressed. Aggression has been meted upon them. Hostilities have been meted upon them. Death has been meted upon them. What is the intention of missiles if not to maim, lame, and injure? This is a humanitarian crisis. unfolding in our time. We see the visuals, we hear the voices. These are not fairy tales or fake news or doctored. We are hearing this, and yet, all you world leaders, you are remain silent in the face of atrocities. Please stop this aggression now. You have the power to do good, to change the course of history. Otherwise, let's see how history is going to judge you. Our voices are going to grow louder and louder until this stops. This is a humanitarian crisis. Please, let's view it for what it is. Doesn't matter who you are or what your beliefs are. Let's stand for humanity and let humanity reign supreme. My humble appeal. Yes, I am emotional after what I heard from life coming out from Gaza, from the neighborhood of Rasha Eyad. If it doesn't move you, then I don't know what will move you. From Mariam Mia here at Mid Morning Talk, it's peace and blessings from all of us here at Salam Media, and will continue being the platform to provide amplified voices of human atrocities and human tragedies and oppression the world over. This is your online humanitarian platform. I wish everybody peace and blessings, and may the Almighty send His mercy and His protection on the people of Gaza. And inshallah, may you be removed from your oppression, and Palestine will be free. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.